more.
Exactly. At least next we have up is Dragon Age Inquisition. Again, we have another trailer, but this time we actually see gameplay and see it very reminiscent. I want to say the best way to describe it is more a third-person action, where they show the actual action parts that you can do of that as you have your characters fighting the dragon, which I don't say. It's very similar to if you played Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, where you have a lock-on system, especially with the dragon. They were showing off that you can target parts of its limb to take it down, especially if you take out part of its right leg. It might limp a little bit more on that side, but
sorry.
It's all right, but
that was the dragon.
Let's go, But it's good that at least they show a little bit of gameplay and they also tell us that not only can you do that action part of it, but you do have the traditional turn-based part of it that you can do as well. So we'll look to see. Again, Dragon Age 2 was not really the best, and Dragon Age 1 still was probably the best one to do. But with Dragon Age Inquisition coming up, let's hope it's at least better. And then they come out with, next up they had news on especially Mass Effect. They're like, we're working on a new Mass Effect. We're working on it. That's about all we can say. We got a prototype, so they showed off, basically conceptual prototyping of areas and characters. But, of course,
they got dick.
Basically, it's like, well, we realized we're not going to focus on Commander Shepard because, well, that whole part's done, so we may do a story within the Mass Effect universe. But what we're going to do, we don't know yet, but we're working on it. Here's what we got, and that's about it. Okay.
I kind of would expect them to do something like that for that game, because I remember 2 and 3. Those were just gigantic worlds and games.
2 especially is known and recognized by the fans to be the best one. Third one, if you discredit the ending, it's still a good game.
Yeah.
But the ending, for lack of a better term, blew it. Like, you bring up all this hype saying, all those actions and all those things that you did in both 1 and 2.
Is going to set you up for the biggest letdown of your video game life.
Hey, remember everything that you did in the previous games? Yeah, all that doesn't matter. You're only given 3 choices. Thanks.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And what did the 3 choices lead to? A different color explosion. Oh, thanks. Basically. So, good to see they're making another Mass Effect, but again, too early to tell us anything. Next up, we found, to the surprise of the cheerleading squad in the front, screaming in exaltation, shall we say, The Sims 4 is being brought out. And, yeah.
Wait for it. Sorry.
Now,
that was more enjoyable, actually.
I know. The sad thing is, The Sims is a nice little romp. It's not bad for what it is. But
okay.
I could not believe that actually hearing the giant, almost screaming girls that came from apparently the front, and the Twitter going crazy at points saying, we're not doing that. There's apparently a group of girls in front that are hired by EA to do that. Yeah. Basically.
You chicks 18.
16. You first. So, The Sims 4, they're looking to do, obviously, increasing the personalities of the Sims themselves, give them a little bit more crazy and a little bit more interaction with the environment, and that apparently you can actually have your Sims die from laughing to death, but need I say more? I mean, it's The Sims. You love it when it first comes out, and then you have to buy every damn expansion that'll be released, and I mean every 15,000 of them, so it's The Sims. What can I say? Everybody loves them. You love them or you hate them. It's just next one's coming up. And, yeah. Did I really need to see an entire episode-length explanation of it? Dear Lord. The person who was explaining that thing had to go through an entire, weekend of one character in that game just to explain every element of the game. And I'm just like, did I just watch a reality show or did I get a press conference? I don't know. But, yeah, I did not need to see that. But after that, we finally get into the EA Sports lineup. Starting up. I'll try to run through this. All right. First off, EA Sports UFC. Bruce Lee beats up, who was it? Who's the French-Canadian guy?
George St. Pierre?
Yeah, I think that's who it was. He fights him up and beats the crap out of him. So you got gameplay of that. NHL 15. It's NHL. I'm going to say more. It was interesting at this point. Criterion Games what came in here, and this is, again, the running trend of prototype games. They were so excited to show off that Criterion's making a new game, And they're in the very early stages. Like, we're still making it. We don't know what it is, but we're making a new IP. It's going to focus on extreme sports. So we're going to bring in boats. We're going to bring in wingsuits. We're going to bring in helicopters. Here's our early game footage of it. We're excited for it. We'll see you later. Okay, Criterion. Love you guys for your racing games, but was that necessary? So, next up, PGA Tour. And I'm going to stop for a little bit and say, like, well, it's another golf game, but at least this one, and I quote, as they showed on it,
doesn't have Tiger Woods in the title.
It doesn't have Tiger Woods, but they decided to add in new level designs because they have the idea of golf anywhere. And yes, you can actually golf on a battlefield that is going on. So they basically took one of the battlefields from Battlefield 4, and you can golf on it. As they show, I don't know my golfers, hitting a long drive over a careening battleship cruiser crashing into the shore of a Pacific island. I'm not kidding about that. to which I had to say, well, that's the only thing that's going to make golf actually interesting. Yeah, so they made Battlefield Golf. Need I say more? So awesome. Madam 15. More. We've improved defense. Moving on. I'm not kidding. That's what they said. Like
now with towels.
Madam 15. We've improved defense. It's more exciting to do defense. I don't give a shit. Just freaking make a better game. Next up, they did show off and how to get off that. Thank God.
Please do.
Next up, we have Dawngate, which is actually right now, if you want to play, it is EA's answer to the MOBA franchise. This is their big thing was the idea of breaking the meta, and the idea, especially with League of Legends and Dota, and kind of breaking all the rules and traditions that you expect from that kind of game, and moving into their own tradition, where when you get into the enemy base, you don't just go ahead and go up against the towers. No, you fight a giant boss that you have to take down at the same time. There are 2 lanes, and you have the giant, what would be Roshan or the Baron is in the middle of It's the can't remember what it is, if it's the Parasite or something, but that actually grows over time. So it's a MOBA out there. If you want to look especially online, check out a bunch of YouTube sites. I think even Total Biscuit is like really recommending this as a solo queue game out there. So something to try out. It's free to play. It's actually pretty good. So if you want to try it, give it a shot. If you're getting tired of League of Legends, Dota, I mean, if you're able to handle Dota at that competitive level, so something to try out, especially if different. So happy to see that they brought out a little bit more gameplay footage of Mirror's Edge 2. If anybody gets to play that game, especially how amazingly and graphical looking that is. But unfortunately, what pissed me off especially was this was, again, a prototype, a conceptual prototype. Yep. So we get to see a little bit more of the parkour elements with it and focus on, faith. But at the same time, show me, the game. Don't, because
that was kind of like an under the radar game. I remember that first one. It was just fun to watch. Fun to
watch, and it was great. Like, just set up the idea of these runners, which are basically these parkour couriers that use the rooftops to get information around and basically fight the man, basically. And you take on enemies. You don't have any weapons. You take down enemies using parkour elements, and just like you can just knock out a guy, take a shotgun, and probably take him out. But they encourage you to do non-lethal takedowns, and you just have to transverse the world via parkour. Very gorgeous to watch. Very interesting note. If you actually got a pirated copy of the game, they would actually make it so that as you get closer to the edge, you would actually slow down. So it made it actually impossible to complete through the game. So Mirror's Edge 2, would like to see more of that, but yeah, conceptual prototype.
Okay.
And then, last but not least, to round off it, EA releases, well, we already knew it was coming out, Battlefield Hardline. And it's confirmed that this will be a cops versus robbers kind of style game in the battlefield, and a crime drama campaign, 32-player heist missions, a little bit of evolution, shall we say. And I love during the gameplay trailers, you basically see it from the trailer of the cops from the robbers who are basically doing knocking over a armored truck and then trying to get to a drop-off point, having the cops using anything and everything they have, to take them down. And especially love the point of using the tase gun and having the character yell out, "Don't tase me, bro!" But we do get to see a little bit more elements that use in it. Especially we see the use of grappling hooks and zip lines to get you around the level, especially. Helicopters for the for the cops, and just a lot more vehicles, and set in especially like in, let's say, Los Angeles. I think this level shown up. Do note that the closed beta is up right now. You can get into it by going over to the Battlefield Hardline website and try and get into the PS4 version of it. I believe the PC one is up there as well. But I do find it weird that as they're announcing that and saying for the people there at the theater for the press conference that, oh yeah, we have people here, that we have 64 stations right here that you can play it right at the theater, and we do also have it at the that showroom floor to play it. Also, we've also put 8 people up on a rooftop to play it as well. Well, why'd you put people on rooftop? Because fuck reason. We have money.
And this is now an explicit episode.
I'm sorry. So
It's fun though.
Yeah.
I know. So, and that pretty much wraps up EA. EA, it's sadly the same thing every year. Corporate comes out, shows off, we're EA, we have money. Here's the games you're going to buy all the time.
But here's the games you're not going to be able to play till next spring.
Exactly. We're not going to know until next spring even more about it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars Battlefront, you're not going to know more about it till spring 2015.
Looks so good. It sucked me in though.
Exactly. It was a tease, and I'm like, are you kidding me? We want this game.
It's like going to the strip club, and then the hottest stripper comes out and be like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be out till
for another half an hour. For another half an hour.
Damn
but
you,
pay up
woman.
Yeah, but you pay up a little bit more. I might give you a little slip. You might see a little bit of error. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So EA, sorry.
Okay.
You're not getting it.
Oh, sorry. I'm slacking here tonight.
That's all right. I'm speeding through this.
That's okay.
Next up, we had Ubisoft take the stage.
That's for that. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's for EA, not for
Yeah.
So next up, Ubisoft takes the stage, and we see hosted by Aisha Taylor coming back for her third time. This time she was actually really good, and I must say she was hilarious and probably the best. Oh my god. If you don't know who she is, she's a comedian. She's
She's
which is
a
known
chicken
for.
Archer who really looks
She
like
is.
her actual cartoon.
I know, which is really disturbing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, she is Lana from Archer, and she is a great. I just have to say, she's a great host because even if she messes up, especially when in the teleprompter, she can at least roll with it. She has fun with the audience, and she's the only person I know who can get up on stage and wear a shirt that translates to Lady Boner and just go with it. No, that's what the shirt actually translated to. So
Okay.
Oh my!
Exactly.
Really?
So, starting off, we see the first 5 minutes for Far Cry 4 as we see your character get introduced into the world of this despotate world within the Himalayas, and just trying to see like the new villain that we saw, especially in the early but the poster for the game. We see the guy in the purple suit, and seeing that he's the prominent villain. But I mean, he's all right from the first 5 minutes of the game that they showed off, but he's no Voss. Like, I'm sorry, Voss from Far Cry 3, like, he was a villain. He was just a straight-up psychopath, just did not care, just kind of that Somalian pirate, and the character, the voice actor who voiced him just was that character and just pretty much owned it. If you really want to see a good performance, and, I mean, he was basically like a Joker. Straight up perfect, but still at least to see a nice 5 minutes, so... And then we go into Just Dance 2015 because Ubisoft likes to keep cranking that thing out. And, yeah, they played happy. Need I say more? So Just Dance 15 is coming out. Yep. Don't worry, you can also now record your moments, which can be shared onto the web. So, yes, your now most embarrassing dance moves can now be recorded and shared on the web via the Just Dance. Just hopefully... I'm just waiting for the day when somebody's new Just Dance picture just starts to get shown up on the Just Dance boards, because we saw what happened with Nude Connect.
Oh my god.
Millions of blackmail videos will be popping up very soon.
Oh, dear Lord. In addition to Just Dance 15, we got the announcement of Just Dance Now, which is a free app for your smartphones, which will hook up to your web connected TV to play Just Dance anywhere, because now your smartphone is now the controller. Yep.
What?
Need I say more? Well, it's Just Dance on a free app. Probably some premium, microtransactions in there somehow.
Quit drinking, Ubisoft.
Really?
No, they're getting loads of cash because Just Dance rakes in money. Like, that's
Yeah,
just
it does.
it prints.
It's tragic.
So.
But it's only good for like the first month, and then after that, it's just not fun anymore.
It's the yearly iteration of it, so
Not saying I've ever bought a Just Dance video game before in my life. But,
yeah.
Just Dance 3.
It is what it is.
It was fun at the time.
It's fun for a time if you want to get a party together and just laugh.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a party game, but it sells. So
Yeah.